Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and all the human gears that have been here. Welcome to the Rider Time Archive here on the Morphin Network, and we're here to discuss Kamen Rider Build episodes 35 through 40. And yeah,
don't you say 13 because I'm not doing 13 to 40. Are you nuts?
I almost
you were in the 20. Teens. God damn it!
We have to start.
It's early in the morning, guys. I apologize. Happy Sunday to everyone, but this is usually not as early as we do it. We usually like to sleep in, as was said on the 7th day we rest. But stuff happened. Yeah,
it's like what Shao Kahn said. It's like the universe was created in 6 days. And on the 7th day, mankind shall rest in pieces.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
It does. It sounds from a certain other book that we cannot speak about, but we acknowledge.
Yeah, the Book of Evolt.
Yeah. Oh, Evolt. Oh, my God. What? Also, who designed it? I'm like, it took me a while to realize that there are 2 cobras for his visors.
Yeah,
I was like, that is a very strange helmet you got on there, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a reference to the fact that he's a two-faced freak.
Yeah. Although now, for those who did not watch our last review, Evolt has finally shown himself, but here he has finally separated from everyone. Although he is using Masta's his face, technically, like he's personifying himself. Evolt has no actual form other than the rider form itself. And oof. What is going on in these episodes, I swear. But let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get to it. Okay. So, first of all, thank you guys for watching us this early in the morning while we're live. And if you comment to us while we're live,
breakfast, your lunch. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for making us the best match to your brunch. But yeah, where we last left off, we try to separate. We try to fight Evolt in order to save Sento, but as a result, Banjo became possessed by Evolt.
Yes.
So now
Banjo Boy was revealed to be a part of Evolt. They are 2 of the same entity. And look at the 6 threads for Kamen Rider Cross. I like this color scheme.
Yeah. No, it's actually it works actually pretty well. I really like the use of crimson, navy, and gold. And yes, insert Hurricaneger reference here because like in an alternate.
What? Despite how people are like, you can't have 2 reds. No one said you can't have 2 shades of red.
Yeah.
Or 2 shades of blue.
One of them won't be the red, but
no, it's not the red because it's a primary color. But
we got rouge, we got scarlet, we got
you got magenta, you have burgundy, you got all these shades of red, lovely shades of red. So
I would say pink is a shade of magenta, but
is this my
but yeah, no, it's like and purple is like a bluer side of magenta, and navy is the darker blue, it's like, but no, and yeah, we can make so many jokes about Kyoger 100 years later with the plethora of blues and grays.
That was a very, very, very neutral team color. I'm like, besides the fact that they took Utsumimaru and made him into a very feminine, flamboyant hairdresser,
Yeah,
I was like,
Speaking of dressing things up, let's talk about this guy. So he's like, how is it that you how is it that you're part of Banjo and also not part of Banjo. He's like, it's like this. Have you ever watched Kamen Rider O's? Well, basically, imagine if Ankh was the bad guy.
So technically, he was, but he kind of like
he was the bad.
He was Ankh. My boy Ankh was the bad guy, but he was just like, you know, he was using AG. We all must remember that he was using AG. He was using Hina. He was using everyone. But just as time went on, he kind of was like.
Basically, the ice cream melted his heart.
Yes. He was very cold. It's like Vegeta. It's kind of very, very Vegeta-esque type of relation. Like he doesn't want to be there, but then he just he wanted to. But that it works. Like imagine if Ankh was legitimately like the other greats. Yeah.
So it's like he got himself separated. While he was sealed away, and part of him joined the probe, which joined Banjo's mom, and then became Banjo, but lost his memories and powers. So if you're planning on using a stand disc to find heaven, you found the wrong disc.
So what? So I mean, I don't know. Maybe I missed it. So Banjo's mother was pregnant already when when this happened, or
it's like
what happened got her pregnant.
It's like evil to the Holy Spirit, you know.
That's kind of what I thought, because I'm like, wait a minute, she was an astronaut. She was like, you know, going through training. Like, no way she'd be pregnant and going through all that. You know, I was like, oh no, Banjo our savior. Hail Banjo boy.
You know, Banjo's the son, an evil.
I have been summoned. He is a dragon. I'm like, there he is.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, I was just like, in my mind, I was just saying to myself, I'm like, can you imagine if they just roll with that? I'm like, yeah. So you hype up, our savior, and it's Banjo. It's you got a heart of gold, Banjo, but not too much upstairs. We're supposed to follow this guy. That's why Sento's here. He's the brains.
It's like that. It's like that cutaway from Family Guy where it's like where Jesus is short. It's like okay, listen, like I know you were expecting me to come back, but
you got to remember that historically people were shorter back then.
Quit snickering. Okay, hand me that gum. Okay, let's try to go through this as carefully as possible.
Yeah. It's the same thing with Banjo, because I was just like, wait a minute. So, but it also was like, okay, so Evil kind of separated himself and created the entity that is Banjo, but technically it's like he was more human than he was Evil. That's why Banjo really didn't know what was going on or who he was, or like, you know, like who I am.
Well, I think it's like Goku, where like, you know, he bumped his head when you know, like when they cut the cord, so it's like, so you forgot. But again, stand discs, you know, like from, you know, White Snake. It's like, oh, it's like he was born, but he lost his discs.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that I actually did get Made in Heaven album yesterday by Queen, their 15th and final album. May Queen rest in peace. Okay, so it's like they have a fight scene, not much happens, you know, like Sento tries to use Dragon Lock for the first time in forever.
Yeah, so that was a shock.
Yeah, it's like, you know, we haven't seen Dragon Lock since episode 9 or 10, so here it is. And with the hazard trigger. But, you know, some bad stuff got triggered, so the tower is finally complete, and all hell breaks loose. You know, it is what it is.
And that tower just keeps on building. It just keeps on going up. The property value must be just crazy.
Like maybe that's why the season's called Kamen Rider Build, because it's referencing the tower stacking up.
Yeah, it's like it's the tower that's just like shooting up into the air. I'm like, what is this tower? What's the significance of this tower? I thought there was gonna be no. It's just a tower. It's kind of like Evil. It's like Evil Lair technically.
You know, I always imagined like, what if Kamen Rider had their own tarot cards? And Bill would probably be Tower 16.
Yeah, there'd be Why? Someone get on that. Make Kamen Rider tarot cards.
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously, Wizard would be
Wizard
would be number one because he's the magician.
the wise man.
Decade would be the Wheel of Fortune because he's number 10. Like, and the thing is, yeah, like, do you think Drive would make more sense for Wheel of Fortune? Maybe, but here's the thing, though. He's number 10. Mm-hmm. We could use him for Chariot. You know, like,
for
Drive,
Chariot,
you can have Chariot. Drive, you can have Chariot.
So for anyone of our fans or Soko people who have an Etsy and know how to make tarot cards, if you do, please let us know and we will purchase them.
Yeah, I would love a set. Like, yeah. I would make Kabuto number 8 for strength because, like he said in that one video clip, Shigeru Joe is stronger, but I am strongest.
Yep.
But yeah, just like every other time when our main characters get screwed over, Bernard shows up and she's like, "Okay, I'm teleporting you guys back to your safe point." And she goes over like, "Oh yeah, no, like I took away the bottle's powers when they came to Earth, but I needed a vessel, so I took over Misora's body. But I will give the bottles of power back."
So Our Lady of Mars, pretty much like. So you were conscious this whole time. You were there, but also I'm like, so what was Misora doing in this what would be a highly like secured, off limits area? Like, how did she get in there?
Yeah,
was my question. Now, I know she was looking for her dad, but I'm like, honey, you kind of strayed off the path, and you're now in the Ozarks.
Yeah.
How did you wind up all the way out there? Like, what?
Yeah. It's like Hobbits 19. Like on the third one, they're like, it's like, hold on, there's supposed to be an Applebee's here, but we're clearly Mordor.
Yeah, no, I was just like, okay, so I kind of wondered when did Misora get the bracelet, because I was like, okay, so it just happened, and then the bot, like, let me remove the Kool-Aid inserted color from these bottles, and thus that's why everything happened the way it did. That's why the wall didn't expand anymore. But this is a show based in Japan, so I mean, how could you split that? I mean, I'm like, wait, how could you split Japan into 3 pieces? Wouldn't it make more sense if you were like 2 or like 4? Yeah,
it would make more sense because like Japan has like 4 parts to it.
Yeah, so I was just like, that's interesting. But I'm like, okay. But yes, so Our Lady of Mars, she was aware she has been fighting Evolt, and Evolt has just been like, wanting to. What is he trying to do? I'm still kind of like, are you trying to terraform the planet? Or are you trying to like take the power from the planet, like kill the planet,
destroy it, rule it? Like, I mean, even throughout these 6 episodes, he keeps vocally changing his mind on it. He's
I
want to destroy the planet. You humans are too fun. I'm just gonna rule it.
Yeah. It's kind of like, what is your motivation for doing all this? Like, I was like, are you trying to terraform the planet? Are you trying to conquer the planet? Are you trying to like reap its power? And it's just like he's kind of like, no, I'm just like Evolt has been throughout this whole series. He's just like, I'm just here to have fun.
It's like tell us you're a JoJo villain without telling us you're a JoJo villain.
Yeah, Evolt is definitely like up there with Dio and all the JoJo villains. They're just like, what are you trying to do? Because I don't. In all honesty, I'm like, as far as you can explain it to me, I'm like, that still doesn't comply because he said this in this episode, and then he did this, which we're gonna come up to with Namba and everyone else. I'm like, wait, what are you doing, Evil?
And it's like what he said in episode 5. It's like, me, a villain? Do you think someone dresses this fabulously?
He's very unhinged. He's a very unhinged character, which is like, that's probably the worst. Is like, it's one thing about having a villain that knows its goals and what they plan to do, and it's another about just releasing releasing the devil from its box and just letting it wander about. What's it gonna do? I don't know. Who's it gonna affect? We don't know. What's gonna happen? That's the worst part. But it's also exciting.
Yeah. Grease and Rogue try to hash things out because, this is Rogue's baby face arc. Not much is done here.
I mean,
it's like because of you, my village is destroyed. Because of you, my friends are dead, and you directly killed 2 of them. So no, wait, hold on. No, he only killed one of them. It's the Remocon bros that killed Owl Dude.
Yeah, no, it was a very like it was a very shonen trope of, like now the bad guy is with us, which I will say Gentoko kind of has grown on me, especially with these episodes of what happens. But it was a very shonen trope of like, you know what, even though like you didn't do it, but your actions were the ones that caused their death. It's like, yeah. So the fight, not to mention, I'm like, okay, so now Grease and Rogue are now kind of similar in strength now, which before it's like Grease couldn't even touch Rogue.
Yeah, they're both somewhere in the ballpark of hazard level 5.
So it's kind of like Rogue, you haven't grown in strength at all, but Grease has. Because before you would just be like slapping them around, knocking them around. Now you're going toe to toe, and then Grease, both of you kind of demorph yourselves, which kind of just submits like you guys like you both lost, but it's like, hey, let's work together now. I got it out of my system.
Because he's achieved maximum fragility at this point. Because like remember, he has that stick on the back of his head, so it's like
I'm like, will Kazumi get another form? Because as much as I like the gold and grays on him, I'm kind of like getting tired of. But we're already at the 40s, so I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna give him an upgrade.
I mean, all I'm gonna say is Kuga did get his final form in episode 48.
Okay,
because we only
like,
see it for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Like there's always 2 riders, and every other rider is just whatever if there's more of them. But I'm like, Gentoko had Night Rogue, and now he's Rogue. Whereas Grease has just been like there. I'm like, no, that's cool, but I mean, Banjo's had at least like 4 different forms.
Yeah, I was hoping that when he uses the Dragon's Clash later in this batch, he would, at least, like get like some kind of like dragon armor added to his, Grease armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you'd think they would do that, but no, he just gets a second needle thing, and I think now's a good time as any because I never brought this up, but that weapon that the Splash Bottles use, I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, a lot of what the weapons in the show are like, they're hit and miss. I'm like, I know that they were, especially when Build was popular. I was kind of looking, I'm like, you know what? O's had pretty interesting weapons. Fours, Gaim, but this one kind of goes like,
yeah, because it's like the main weapon where it's like a part drill, part cannon. Design wise, it's not the best. It feels like they're trying to do the whole Hurricaneger team cannon thing.
Yeah.
But not as stylish, not stylistically as pleasing as the Hurricaneger team cannon. The Hawk Gatling looks pretty good. The manga sword looks pretty good.
Yeah.
The pirate train crossbow thing looks pretty good. But like this needle thing that Grease and I mean, okay, Cross Z's sword looks pretty generic, but that needle thing, very generic. It's generic, and you push a button and then like these 2 things rotate into laser barrels. I'm like, I feel like even if you did the whole double laser barrel, like you could still have done it better. I mean, keep in mind we did have the Bugster visor in Xaid, and we did have the Morpher from Q Ranger.
Yeah.
Both of those were handled pretty well, and honestly, I wish I had the Bugster visor just because I have like a left-handed one and a right-handed one because like Key Ranger and X-Aid, kind of like Metabee from Metabots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Bonjo now, after all that's happened, we get another battle with the gears.
Yeah, and also Bernage did give Sento this miniature box thing.
This thing
it's like,
find it a Pier 1.
Yeah. I mean, I like the design on it, but it's like I feel like
the very heavy paperweight.
Yeah, and like I'm surprised that the belt isn't just like peeling against your abs, like when you put it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how when you have like too much stuff going on in your belt, like the belt just like peels forward and eventually tears plastic straps, like at Japan World Heroes.
Yeah, that's the thing with a lot of Kamen Rider belts that I think started with build, where it's just like they add just components that I'm like, it's like another belt is clipping. It's like another device is just the base driver, and then it's adding another base driver on top of that. Gotchard, I've seen what they've been doing, and I'm like, and watching build, I was like, so this is where it started.
Well, I mean, it's like at first, like you'd have Forze, like Forze, it's not so bad.
Forze had the switches. That was not that. It wasn't like they were clipping. It wasn't like, of course, hang on. I do have it.
Here's the thing, like the switches, they get increasingly bigger. It's like when you have like the fusion or cosmic switch, those things are huge. But it's still manageable. But then when you get to Gaim,
here's the thing. So my brother got me this.
Okay.
It's the Nadeshiko one.
Nadeshiko, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the Nadeshiko because again, you can only just two slots. Two slots, that's it. You can put magnet, you can put like a couple others. But it's like, imagine, okay, so this belt, imagine having this as the base and then taking another one of these and then clipping it in these two slots in front of the belt. So you got belt, extra belt. It's just like it's like and then you add the thing. I'm like, it's like you have a battering ram on your pelvic area. It's like, what that I'm like, what? So I'm like, so Forza, I don't remember that. I mean, I know Gaim was doing a lot with the lock seeds.
Gaim is where I would say it started because like you got the
but nothing came outward. It was all to the side. It was like, adding lock seeds
and side. But then
X-Aid started just like, getting like adding the slots and doing all that. But build definitely, it's like
you have to, because for X-Aid you have to place the what's called the Muteki like in the double slot, and it's like really tall, and then you have to like add the Hyper Muteki like next to it, not even on top of it, like next to it. So it's like you're just like the belt doubled in size between his original form and his final form.
Not to offend anyone, but I think we all would understand. It's kind of like when you gain weight. There are people that gain weight that they expand to the sides, and then there are those that expand out to the front.
Outward, yeah.
And so that's what, like, I'm saying, like, again, I say with build is the most notorious is because it's like everything is just stacking forward. That it's like now if you're gonna do the rider or whatever, he's got to be like balancing his like, because he's got so much hanging in the front instead of just like.
This is why CSM had the genius idea of using seatbelt material for their belts because it's sturdier than the traditional
plastic, like the plastic extenders and everything. I'm like that. To me, I've every rider belt driver that I have is usually like I take like a belt or some type of elastic and tie it to an actual strong belt because I'm like, these plastic straps don't work.
Yeah, no, like I said, I like since when I got my first belt in 2014, like I had to get 2 belt extenders, and it was all DX straps. Like you got the plastic DX that the belt normally comes with, and you got the same material for the extenders. And like me, like, I don't exactly have Bonjo's physique, so I need 2 belt extenders back in the day.
Well, to be quite honest, unless you're an Asian American, no American is going to have the physique of an Asian person in terms of slenderness.
Yeah, and so I was like, so like when I got my Forza driver, and I was so happy to get the Forza driver because I got the Pompadour going on, I got a jacket, I have a similar career trajectory as Gentaro back in the day, and it was like around that point where like Gentaro grew on me because like when I first watched Forza, I did not care for Gentaro, but like he grew on me over time. It's like I was so happy, and like you could see me in that live stream at CS Toys, like at Japan World Heroes, where like I'm just rocking the character, and then like the strap broke, and it's not, and like the thing is, it tore, like it actually tore. It didn't just like pop off, Also, this is why. Also, like whoever decided to make 2 buckles for the straps instead of one is attached on a hinge joint and then the other one uses a buckle, that person deserves a pay raise because like if the buckle side breaks, you could always get a new buckle. If the if the hinge side breaks, you need to get a new belt.
Yeah, you do. That sucks. All right,
and I'm gonna be honest. The what's called the Kingstone belt, the new one that was released recently. Like it was poorly packaged. It was poorly packaged. Like you open the box, the strap is the plastic strap is already broken.
Yeah.
Because of the way it's packaged, and again, because it's on a hinge joint.
It just
why?
I
need like from Jump Street. I need a new Kingstone belt.
Yeah,
I didn't even get to wear it. So he got this thing, and like, I'm going to use it to absorb or to pull Evolt out of Banjo's body, but psych, I just absorbed Evolt. Period.
He becomes Dante from Devil May Cry reboot.
It's like watching.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Devil May Cry.
DMC Devil May Cry in reverse.
Yeah, no. I mean, I mistook because I was like, wait a minute, like, no, the regular Devil May Cry, not the poor attempt of rebooting, which pissed off a lot of fans.
I'm gonna be honest. Like. The game mechanics were actually pretty good in that game.
They were, but it was
writing
kind of like,
was terrible.
It was kind of meh, but again, taking the slam of like how like what Dante is, it's kind of like if they were to remake Mario, and instead of making Mario with like the overalls and the hat, that like they make him look like Nathan Drake or something like that, and then it's like he just happens to fall into the overalls and just like. Nah, never gonna happen. That's so stupid, Like, dude, don't insult the original character that we know and love. Don't do that.
Yeah, no, that was dumb. Like, no, I'm not saying I like the writing for DMC. I'm saying that like the controls were good.
Controls were pretty sick. Yeah,
like they actually improved the controls compared to like the first 3 games. I haven't played the 4th one yet, but like the writing was just.
Yeah, the writing was really bad.
But Bob Barbas was the best boss in the entire game, though.
Yes, yeah, he was.
Yeah. Like Monday, he was very basic. Like I had a harder time fighting that fetus in that earlier level than I did fighting Mondays.
Yeah.
And that boss is supposed to be the grind boss, like the one where like it's set to like expert mode in order to like grind up those like white orbs in order to like level up your skills and stuff. And even that was more challenging than fighting the final boss. Like that is an issue right there.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, definitely. But yeah, so now Sentaro has become Dante from Devil May Cry, red eyes and all.
Yep.
And he becomes I I kid you not, ladies and gentlemen, when I saw this, I actually laughed. And I was like, you can't be serious. But I was like, so he does the transformation. Now he's gone through his base form, which is the Cobra. He goes into Banjo, which he says like his second, and now it's phase 3. And it's like, are you ready? And just like going, and it's like, so Evolt is kind of like evil. So when he's finally like, oh, phase 3, it's like, Evolt Rabbit, are you ready? And I'm like, wait. You're fine. It's kind of like Cell, or like one of those like, this is my third form, and it's like Evil Rabbit. So I'm like, we go from a cobra to a dragon, and then it's like Evil Bunny. It's like, it reminded me of the movie The Secret Life of Pets with the Kevin Hart rabbits. I'm like, you have got to be. So this is your phase 3, your most powerful form than before the ultimate like perfection.
Yeah, this is your Xenomorph Frieza form.
Evil Rabbit. I'm like, that is adorable.
Xeno Rabbit.
I can never. And guess what? As I was watching this, I was going through some TikTok videos. I kept getting nothing but cute bunny videos, and I'm like, I kept just thinking about Evil, and I'm just like, just little rabbits, like gnawing, like, look at that sinister monster chewing on those carrots.
Yeah, I just remembered this other camp song. I know we were talking about Baby Shark.
Hey, at least Baby Shark is terrifying. I'm an evil rabbit. Evil rabbit.
But it's like no, but like there's like this other camp song about like a rabbit who's being like chased by a hunter, and then a man in the cabin like lets him inside, and it's like so imagine if like instead of saying "Come little bunny, come inside and sit beside my fire," you say like "Come little bunny, come inside and we will destroy the world together."
No, definitely.
Yeah. So they skirmish some more. Not much really happens in episode 37. Just
it kind of just peters off there, and then we go into the next episode.
Yeah, like you have a couple of skirmishes. Not much happens. What's his name? Kasumi loses the 3 full bottles of his 3 friends. Oh, one thing that did happen was when Sento wakes up, he's not Sento. He's actually the scientist. Kazumatsuri is Kamen Rider Shin. I keep forgetting his name. It's like his name is so rarely dropped. But yeah, no, he's got beef with Banjo. He's like, listen, you have Evil's genes. Why are you even bothering to like help me and stuff?
So again, we already that Evil left Sento's body.
Yeah, and I mean we do have a skirmish. Banjo lost his powers, but then he gets him back. It's like Evil versus Evil, basically. Yeah. We do get a sick rider kick, but no, he gets his final form. And yeah, going back to the whole Banana Republic thing, like, would someone who dresses this fabulous be a villain? Yes.
Honey, I never thought I would say this, but you know what? When I see the Crimson Navy and with the shades of white and pink, you just look fabulous. You look just so amazing.
Yeah, it's like I know you want cotton, but you should.
It's like it's literally like, it is literally like an Edna Mode, darling. It's just like, you look fabulous. You walk down the runway. They are your slaves, darling. Make them. And that is Evolt in this form when he goes black hole. I saw him and I'm like, look at that son of a bitch. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is like, out of all the Kamen Rider villains and whatnot, this is possibly the most fashionable outside and in because you would think it took me like a few minutes to look at this character and be like, you know what, that's a mishmash of so many things, but I've grown to like it. I really have.
It's like Spider-Man got punched by Sea Moon and then became Inside Out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like okay, so like here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use some snakeskin pattern and tie it together with some dragon heartstring, and we're gonna accent it with some rabbit fur.
It's a very Cruella de Vil type of thing, don't you think? It's like rabbit skin, dragon skin, rabbit fur, and like a few like just crazy accents. I was like, damn.
No, I'm glad that Takumi Inoue is just like not in this season, because like we do not want to add wolf fur to that mishmash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like what are you, a fashion model or a manticore?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah,
so yes,
and as you mentioned, he has two snakes approaching each other to form the visor, and their two tongues form fangs.
Mm-hmm.
How cute!
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I didn't realize the two snakes until this form. I didn't realize that there were two snakes on his visor representing the cobra that like he always has been.
Yeah, like for me, it's like I could see like one big snake head like facing forward, but like what is this whole thing going outward?
Yeah, those horns, those kind of like gremlin ears that are peeking out from the side. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, the fact that they're perfectly horizontal is part of the issue. Like if they were like facing more upward, like it or further backwards, like it would have worked better. But like now I see it.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's very like very like hobgoblin, green goblin-ish type.
I was gonna say white goblin.
Yeah,
we're again, Kamen Rider.
We're going into the Spider-Man universe now.
You know, high key, like I would have no qualms with Willem Dafoe voicing this character. You know, Banjo, no matter how much you try to live your own life, you'll always be part of my shadow.
Yes.
Attack the heart!
So Katsuragi is back, ladies and gentlemen. What the fuck? You know,
and he hates everyone.
Yeah, he hates everyone. I'm like, I remember people talking about, or I was saying when I was watching Build on some forums, and they're like, yeah, so is Sento the writer or is it Katsuragi? Because it's technically both. We're literally living like a double. It's a double situation all over again, where there's two people inside one writer.
I would say it's more of a Yu-Gi-Oh situation where like it can only be there one at a time, while W is both characters concurrently.
Yeah.
But we get yet another skirmish, and the significance here is Evolt has black hole powers. Oh, and he threatened Namba earlier, and Namba refused to negotiate with terrorists. So this dude dies.
You have a problem working with him, Namba. What the fuck is with these standards? You didn't have a problem having Evolt on your side when he was, doing all the stuff he was doing. Yeah. But we don't associate with terrorists. What the fuck are you guys?
It's like, oh, Engine gets backstabbed. What are the odds? And it's like, brother, avenge me. And he throws him his full ball, but not. And then almost immediately after, he sacrifices himself to Banjo. So it's like double backstabbed. And I'm like, dude.
Yeah. The whole backstab. I'm like, and I know I said in the past episodes that I'm like, I don't like these gearheads. I really don't. I would have thought that these their bottles would have gone to Katsumi because it just would make sense. But
I would say Remo Kama, like one of two things should have happened instead of what happened here. Either A, give him an episode to have a quick babyface turn and then die the next episode, like Nada from Ryu Soldier, or since if he's gonna die so quickly after his brother dies, why not just toss him into the same black hole his brother was? At least they would both disintegrate together.
Yeah, that was actually, like, you know, out of all these characters, out of all these riders and whatnot, these two had possibly the most like meaningful like death, quote unquote, just because, like, you know what, you guys were assholes, but you cannot say that you guys did not care for each other. Like, you legitimately cared for your brother. Yeah. And especially towards the end when he was like, "Oh, saving people's lives was so great," and blah blah blah. Maybe I'll say that to my brother. And I'm like, God damn it! Are you serious, you bastards? Making me have feels.
That sounded cool in Yu Yu Hakusho, but it did not sound as cool in here.
Yeah.
Because of how quickly it happened.
Yeah, no, that was.
Yeah, but like as expected, just like how like the Prime Minister of Hokuto got backstabbed, the Prime Minister of Sato got backstabbed. Our main character got backstabbed. Oh, look who else got backstabbed! Oh, look at that.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, this Cobra has had his scaly tail in everything and everybody. That's why I'm like, I can't hate Evolt as much. I can't hate, Bloodstock and as much, because he's very much like a Dio Brando. He's got everything down. He knows what he's doing. He knows what's up, and no one is safe with him, because you're right. There was betrayal again. It's like, you know what? We betrayed Sato. We betrayed Hokuto. We betrayed Namba now. And Evil just kind of like, black hole back to Namba. And Namba, this old man, is like, he's like, no, yeah, obviously, scared old man, like, doesn't want to die. But he's like, you know what? I like you humans. You guys are funny. You guys are just...
Really? Yeah.
Oh yeah. When I saw him, just like the old man, this whole time has been a smug, just asshole. Just like, oh, I'm on top of you. It looked like he was a dog receiving a treat from his master. Just like, oh, master loves me, and then he's like, oh, are you really gonna let him live? And then he's just like, black hole, and disintegrates the old man right there. And I'm just like, wow, Evil.
Yeah.
Wow. And of course, okay, remind me of Glass's asshole's name again, because I still to this day I don't know it.
Utsuki.
There you go. Utsuki. Like now, like that. I was kind of surprised. I'm like, okay, so Utsuki this whole time has been like, for Namba, for blah blah blah, and I'm like, and Evil returns and he has the old man's cape, the old man's cane and cape, and he's like, so what? So Utsuki, will you join me? Will you join me, my friend? Like, da da da. And I'm assuming that he will not, because I'm thinking like Utsuki's gonna die. I want him to die. I really do. I've never had such hatred for a character, but I want him to die. And Utsuki, I would imagine like, oh, he's doing the noble thing. No, he winds up going completely stark raving mad.
Yeah, so mad like a rogue. Dare I say?
He's as mad as a hatter, ladies and gentlemen, because he just like, he goes full on tsundere with the big old eyes and smile, and he's just like, I will join you. Well, and then he gets. I thought the bat thing was gone, but apparently he had it the whole time.
Yeah, but yeah,
and we get like, not to throw shit on Gentoko, but I love this new look for Night Rogue, which is now called Mad Rogue.
Yeah,
I love
because now he's an actual Kamen Rider.
I love the blacks and purples. It's a very, you know what I thought of? I thought of the Pokemon Lunestra from Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very like Lunestra, like, you know, lunar bat type of thing.
Which is ironic because later we're gonna get a writer who formed that look that is akin to Sol Galeo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's weird that it's pronounced like Sol Galeo.
Sol Galeo, yeah.
Yeah.
But
like you think it would be Sol Galeo because it's like, oh, Solar, Galileo, Leo, because it's lion. Nope.
So yeah, we and holy crap, does not Utsuki decide to kick Gentoko's ass? Like the crocodile is getting his ass kicked by the lunar Batman.
It's like, so what you're saying is the killer Croc, who's a good guy, is getting his butt kicked by a dark bat, who's a bad guy.
Yeah, pretty much. The
Crocodile's a good guy. Batman's a bad guy.
Well, that's what my brother's here in the car with me, so if you hear like a random commentary, because he's also like just hearing us talking, just like smiling and having a good time. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Batman has beaten the Killer Croc. And to go on to the comment of our last video, because I've had people like email me. I'm like, you guys got really heated with Rogue's helmet, and I'm like, I love it. I don't know what Mike was talking about, but
I was not heated. Okay,
but the fact of the matter is that Night Rogue, or this new Mad Rogue, is a lot better looking than Night Rogue was, in my opinion, like color wise, and also he's very symmetrical.
I mean, the one thing I like about the original Night Rogue was his eyes, like how you could see like those squinty eyes like behind that yellow visor.
Yeah. But I mean, you got.
I was not a fan of the horn, though. I was not a fan of the horn.
The purple visor, the black and white motif is a very, very it's an upgrade, honestly.
Yeah, it's like because like when you really think about it, it kind of combines aspects of both Rogue and Evil. So like you got the purple from Rogue and you got the white from Evil. So like I can totally see that.
It's so good. I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, and especially when he got the wings and he had kind of like again a Lunestra look where it's like it's like the stars at night as he's flying and just like totally kicking ass.
Yeah. Well, we're almost at the home stretch because we got 2 more episodes left, and there's really not much to say. Even though one of the most critical moments of any season of Kamen Rider comes up right here. So that box that we saw earlier, that was absolutely not effective at all. Turns out Katsuragi managed to modify it to a full bottle, known as the Genius Bottle. But here's the thing. When he ends up fighting using it against Mad Rogue, it doesn't work. It's kind of like, you know what, Katsuragi, you are a genius, but you are not chosen to wield this. Like the whole like even watching these episodes with him being billed, it felt so. It's kind of like when they said that Tobey Maguire was a good Peter Parker, but he wasn't a good Spider-Man. It's like, yeah, Katsuragi, you're a good scientist and a creator of items, but you're not a Kamen Rider. You're not Sento. Yeah.
You're totally not. Like, you know, and you're walking in so smug to the battle because it's like that guy who walks in, or like, you know, how like certain YouTube channels, like they take over and then, wait a minute, this person got like a million subs, and you're kind of just taking over and you're thinking the people are going to accept that? It's pretty BS. So that's why I was like, at the end, they Sento and Katsuragi had this whole thing like, you're the genius, you're the smart one, but I'm the heart. And they acknowledge it. And with that acknowledgement and that success, they take this bottle, which looks like an upgraded sparkling, rabbit sparkling bottle, insert it into the belt, and it now the colors, children, the colors, where the transformation takes place. And holy crap, the CG in this is like, I felt like I was in a Coca-Cola bottle plant.
Yeah. I felt like I was watching honestly, part of me felt like I was watching Acceleracers because it's like, oh, you got those different kinds of Nitrox and you got all the Accelechargers. It's time for the ultimate race and meet the Accelerons and defeat Galore.
Yeah, but again, this look is actually pretty sick. I mean, the white with the multiple colors. It was I don't know, I'm an artist, so I draw a lot. It kind of reminded me of like a plain white sheet of paper and you lay out your Copic markers out on it. It's like, what am I gonna draw today?
Yeah, no, I mean, let's be honest. Those bottles do kind of look like Copic markers. So
they do, especially the refillable ones.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, no, I love how those little tubes line up all throughout his suit, and and like I love how like all those bottles are like all over his arms and face, and
his
surprisingly
legs.
not his legs, but that's okay. That's okay.
Could have given him My Hero Academia like accelerator legs with those bottles, but I guess this is before My Hero, so missed opportunity there.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking like they were gonna go like full Eternal, like how he got that vest, and he's got the arm, and he's got the thigh.
Oh yeah.
Man, I hate how like when I first ordered the CSM like memory vest, I was worried that it won't fit me because of one reason, but then when I finally got it, it didn't fit me for a completely opposite reason.
Well, you're too wide in the chest.
Yeah, I thought at first it was because I was like too wide in the abdomen, but turns out now it's because I'm too wide in the thoraces. I got too many things.
I have that same problem. Even when at my thinnest, I was very barrel chested. So finding vests, finding anything, it's like I have to find extensions for them because.
And that's the crazy part. To think like the vest, it doesn't have like extensions.
No. Like that's why I was like, whoa. I mean, seriously, the vest is like just a couple of straps, man. I mean, we could easily make it, but you want the official CS looking one. I mean. Yeah,
no, like look, there's like this piece, like this chest piece that you connect the two sides of the vest to from both sides. Like if that thing was just like 1 inch wider, if it was just 1 inch wider, we would have no problems.
Yeah, no,
just 1 inch.
Or again, just make an extender out of clips and just hold it onto right there. But that's just me.
Yeah.
But so we have what was the name of this new form for build? It was build
Genius.
Yeah, that's it. I was like, it's simple. Why am I forgetting this? Build Genius.
Yes.
And it's crazy because I'm like, wow, we just introduced Mad Rogue like not even an episode ago, and usually these types of riders, they have a time of being like a level of superiority over the other ones.
Yeah, but then one
episode later, here comes Genius, and then he's just whooping that boy's ass. He's just taking him to town, and I'm like, well, that didn't last very long. But then again, it's Utsuki. Such a fucking nerdy name. I'm not shitting on the actor, but I'm like, you know what? You deserve to get your ass kicked, Utsuki. You really do. I never liked you.
Yeah. I mean, like even the one time we tried to be buddy with Sento, where he still had that office job.
Oh my god. It's you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of like all those old like high school like shows or movies where you have like the popular kid, which is Gentoko, and then you have like the nerdy kid that is apparently his friend that just sticks around and he thinks that he's so much better because he's hanging out with the cool kids. That's Utsuki. Because no joke, just like always, the nerdy kid decides that I don't need the popular kid, I myself am. So, and because again, that fight was pretty much like showing I'm better than you, Gentoko. I really am, and it's like, no, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not. So yeah, so Genius takes on the Batman. The Riddler takes on the Batman and actually kicks his ass.
Yeah, it's quite the interesting role reversal if you think about it.
It is very much so, but again, the Riddler never looked that fabulous. No, I take it back. Jim Carrey looked pretty good at the end of that movie that we actually still acknowledge.
I mean, I acknowledge all four of them. Even
I do. I mean, it's kind of like, well, if we accept and love Adam West, why can't we accept Schumacher? Why can't we do that?
Yeah, it's like this. Batman and Robin was not a good movie.
No, it
but
wasn't.
I'd be lying if I did. I'd be lying if I said that I didn't rewatch it more than any of the other three movies.
I know it was the same with me. Alicia Silverstone, man.
For me, it's Schwarzenegger. like freaking like the ice. That's what makes me want to watch it again.
Oh I'm like Schwarzenegger. The Adam West show was years ago. You're kind of late.
It's like, my name is Victor. Allow me to break the ice. My name is Victor Freeze, and it'll be a cold day in hell when I comply to your demands.
Yeah. I'm like, Adam West, where are you?
I miss him.
But yeah, so again, like Mike had said, ladies and gentlemen, not much happened in these later episodes. We had the return of that one lady that got her ass kicked from Hokuto. But other than that, it was like nothing much happened. Just the excitement of seeing Kamen Rider Genius.
Well, we do see more of Gentoku's baby face turn where he tries to become Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, he tried. I forgot about that. He tries to be like super, like kind of like everyone else, like joking around and having fun and all that stuff. But it's like it just comes out of random that it's like
he tried so hard to be Al Pacino that you can't take him seriously as Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of that good Al Pacino movie, and I recently saw it. Unsurprisingly, The Scent of a Woman.
That was a great film.
That's a great fucking movie. I recommend people to watch it. I don't know why I never watched it when I was younger, but I'm like, Al Pacino kind of like that's what Gentoko was doing. He was like very serious, but here was just like Al Pacino being like giving the hoo-has and oh Sento, you're such a little whiny prep. Like have some fucking fun, like blah blah blah. And I'm like,
Meanwhile, Evolt is the devil's advocate Al Pacino, where it's like look, but don't touch.
Yeah, literally, Evolt is Al Pacino in what was the movie? The Devil's
Rejects.
Advocate.
No. Devil's Advocate. Yeah, there you go. Like, that's Evolt. That's Evolt.
Yeah. Look, but don't touch. Touch.
Yeah.
But don't taste. Taste, but don't swallow.
That's a very good thing to pull with those two. Definitely.
Yeah, and also not only is the Prime Minister of Hokuto, or should I say former Prime Minister of Hokuto, was hit by some nebula gas, but so was Kazumi. Like, he got a heavy dose. Where it's like, you're probably a 6 point something now, but you're gonna die.
Yeah.
And Utsumi is just like hamming it up. I'm like, no, Utsumi, please stop.
Just chill out, nerd. Okay, just chill. Okay,
just like no. This is why no one invites you to the office karaoke parties.
No one likes you. Leave.
You're not. You're not Kazumoto or whatever that dude's name is.
Yeah, like you kind of like it's kind of like that person that invites themselves to an event, like you and your friends are inviting yourself, and they just over here. Oh, I'll meet you guys there. No one likes you, Utsuki. Like, why are you here?
That's just him. That's just him, especially since he became a Kamen Rider.
And not even like redeemed Meg. He's like he's punching bag Meg.
You know what? I know, and I agree with you. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? At least Meg has her moments, and everyone's just being.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like he's Meg before her character got redeemed.
Yeah. What are we waiting for?
Yeah, and like out of all the smashes that she could have turned into, she turns into the owl smash, and you know who that's gonna trigger.
Yeah.
And of course, Madara was like, by the way, Sento, if you defeat her, she's gonna be permadead. And of course, Sento's like, wait, haven't I already heard this before? Like,
yeah, back in episode 1 and 2.
Yeah, but it's like, but here's where you miscalculated. I'm a genius.
Says who? Utsuki? Says who?
No. I'm saying Sento's like, here's where you miscalculated, Utsumi. I'm a genius. See, this is why you should have invited me to the office karaoke party. You think I'm just like randomly wearing a mismatching Converse sneakers and resolving Rubik's cubes and writing physics-based graffiti at the bathroom wall for the heck of it? No, I've been prepping for this very moment.
Yep, he has.
And he saves her.
Like we lost Chi-Chan back in episode 1 and 2, but we ain't losing this one.
We ain't losing this one. Yeah, it's like. I mean, I feel like Banjo should resent that. It's like if only this full bottle existed back then. But on the other hand, if it did, we wouldn't have Cross Z. Oh, and also we find out that Sento's dad is alive. So
yeah, he's alive.
This is supposed to be a big plot twist, and writing-wise, it is. But compared to everything else that's been going on in these 6 episodes, it just feels like a minor footnote. Yeah. So there we have it. That's all 6 episodes.
God damn, we watched 6 episodes, and I mean, I'm not saying that I didn't have a good time, but I was just like, okay, we're at the home stretch, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost there. We're almost there.
3 more movies.
Yeah, we're almost there. So, again, props. I've been loving the series so far. I've been loving all the combos, and the story-wise is just yes.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, yeah, how are we gonna play this out for our next stream? What episodes are we watching?
Well, first we got. Wait, hold on. Let me remove the banner real quick. First, we got episodes 41 through 45. So we got those 5 episodes, and as you can see, we have a lot going on there. And then the following week, we're going to be doing the Be the One movie.
Yeah,
because it's supposed to take place after episode 45. And then we do the final 4 episodes, and then the 2 VSNX movies.
All right.
Man, I swear, on your end, it looks like you're in the middle of the film Scanner Darkly. Just remember, Substance D is for dopes.
Yep.
It's D for dumb, D for dead, D for devil, D for don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah. So we saw a lot of new costume designs in this batch of episodes. What was probably your most and least favorite?
Like I said, I thought that the new Madara was pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I thought that was really cool. And then Genius is just very well constructed. Very well constructed. Suit wise for a final rider form.
Right. I mean, I agree. Genius is definitely one of the best ones I've seen in the entire season, and And yeah, like Evil's black hole form was actually well designed. I honestly like it better than his original Evil form, just because like you could see a lot of what's going on a lot more easily because you have that white contrasting against the crimson and navy. But with that said, my least favorite is probably the Evolt Rabbit form, just because
Evolt Rabbit. That's adorable. It's wickedly cute.
Yeah, it's not a terrible design. It's just that after we had the designs for Evolt and Dragon Evolt, it's like Rabbit Evolt just feels like just another random build form, and honestly, it does feel like it's a little bit of a precursor to what we're gonna see in like with the Reiwa era, where it's like their final forms look awfully similar to their main form, but with slight differences.
Yeah, push it.
Thankfully, Geats 9 broke that habit, but still, it's kind of weird how 02 looks similar to 01. Cross Saber looks very similar to Brave Dragon, and so on. So like that's why. And I'm not saying that the Rabbit Evolt is bad. I'm just saying it's not the best one we've seen this batch of episodes. Okay, so newcomer, what do you think is going to happen in the next 5 episodes?
Again, the build I have recommended to many people. Like I've said to family and friends, if you want to get into tokusatsu, if you want to watch something modern, not old, obviously, I would always say Oz, because Oz was one of my favorites. But now build is now my reference to go to, because it's like you're dealing with war. You're dealing with a very, very serious adult situation. And these episodes right here, again, the self-identifying yourself, like who are you? Who is Kamen Rider Build? Is it Sento? Is it Katsuragi? What is Gentoko now feels guilty after the death of his father, now to avenge him, Banjo, and all that. The series has been really good, and it's been treating me very well. I've not been bored watching it. I love Miten, Misora. I love Sawa. We're at the home stretch, ladies and gentlemen. 9 more episodes, 3 more movies. It's gonna be sad when it's over for me.
Yeah, no, I especially love like the slowly developing chemistry between Misora and Kasumi, because it's like
yeah, Kasumi, again, like we said, ladies and gentlemen, Kasumi is a huge Miten fanboy, and Misora. I know I had some people comment to me. I'm like, why do you keep saying that Misora has an OnlyFans? And I'm like, that's possibly the only thing that I could say that kind of makes sense. But obviously, she's a net idol. That's who she is.
Like, if anything, she's a precursor to OnlyFans.
Yeah, she's a precursor to what inevitably it would be. But again, the Japanese culture has been doing that for years, way before us. But we kind of took it into a very hard left, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And the thing is that you know what, Miten, I don't think that she should wind up with anyone. But if she does, the one that makes more sense to me is Sento, because she's motherly and caring to everyone. But it makes more sense because she really, really cares about Sento.
No, I could see that.
She really, really loves him. She really cares about him. He's been there, and it's like, if anything, I'm like, Sawa should go with. God, are we shipping? Sawa should go with Gentoko. I just feel like Sawa would definitely be like.
It's a journey, because in the first episode, he's hitting on her. She finds him repugnant.
But as the time goes on, she's just like, "Hey, Gentoko," just like, "Come on, Sawa, you look like you would go for like you're the Bulma that goes for Vegeta. This is your Vegeta right here."
Yeah, like because people are like, "Who would you ship in My Hero Academia?" I'm like, I'm not really a fan of like shipping.
I'm not shipping high school kids. Okay.
Yeah, no, and there's that as well. But like,
Yeah.
if I had to ship like the adult versions of those characters, I would do.
That's a totally different story. It's kind of like for those who know the ending of Demon Slayer, like that was, I was like, oh, okay, okay, didn't see that coming, but okay.
Yeah, so I would say like what's the name, Mineta with Momo, because if you like really think about it, like first of all, as an adult, Mineta could regain control over his hormones, because like you'll become like more in control of things. But also
he's gonna be the handsome Squidward when he gets older. That's pretty much.
Yeah. And he'll have a glow up, like he'll become tall. He'll be like
stranger things have happened. I will say I do love Momo. I do love her. She's very, very awesome.
Yeah.
But
and the thing is, it's like if you really pay attention, like going off like the first few seasons, because I'm not caught up with My Hero, like Mineta is surprisingly skilled. Like he doesn't have like explosive powers like Deku or Kachan, but his powers do have a lot of utility. And keep in mind, he single-handedly defeated Midnight.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so and he's top of his ridden class, and honestly, like if Momo like offered to go on a date with him, like if he succeeded in doing so, he would be able to 1v1 all for one.
Yeah. I mean, I've been reading the My Hero manga, so I mean, a lot of stuff has been doughboy, but no spoilers here. We are not a manga anime channel. Maybe later on in the show's history, maybe we'll see. But
so I think Momo would like warm up to him over time. But as far as shipping Misora goes, it's like I feel like they were trying to push Banjo in the first arc.
Look, Banjo is a good boy. I love Kamen Rider Cross. He's really amazing design. Banjo is just too stupid to realize that Misora, would like if she did. But again, Banjo had his love, had his one and only, and sadly, she's not with us anymore. Poor Chi-chan got stolen by the long Sakura Gumi man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cosplay that. I'm gonna do that. I don't even know how or where I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm just gonna be like,
you know what's funny is that like
I should. You know what I should do? At PMC, I should do it at PMC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you should.
Okay.
Just be like, wait, why is the Sakura Gumi man here? I'm here to steal Banjo's girl.
It's also, if you really think, you know what's really funny is how long man kind of looks like Gentoku, because they both have like the mustache and the long hair.
That's what I said. I was like, dude, I know they're not the same, but it's like he really does. Like Gentoko looks exactly like long man. He really does.
And he did steal Banjo's girlfriend from him.
Yeah,
not in the way that the gummy commercials.
Yeah, and again, when going back to that episode, I was like, who is this girl? Why does she look so familiar? And then I was like, no, and I was like, yeah, that's Chi-chan. I feel so bad. I don't know the actress's name, but I'm like, no, that's Chi-chan. That's definitely her. But I mean, in terms of just going back to shipping, Kazumi again loves Mitan, but he loves Mitan. He doesn't know anything of Misora. That's my art, because I know a lot of people are like, you should do Kasumi and Misora. It's like Kazumi knows Mitan. He doesn't know Misora that well.
Yeah.
And doesn't know that she gets
only
pretty angry.
recently we started actually spending time with her.
He's getting to know her, but still, it's like there's more of a connection for him and Mitan than there is. It's kind of like again, I know people who do OnlyFans, who have done several things that are well known throughout and the thing is that to me, I separate the two. I don't look at, just to put it out there, I am friends with, maybe some people know, a cosplayer named Vamplet, but I know her way before that. So to me, I'm like, I don't care what is out there, what she does. To me, she's always the person I've known her as and what the persona is. So that's why I don't ship Misora and Kazumi. So it's like it's a separation of the two personas,
Yeah.
But let us now, with the shipping war is going to be happening. I know it's going to be happening. What does the comments have to say?
Yeah. Oh, but before, scores for the episodes.
God damn, it's a 10, but the 10 kind of petered into a 9 because it just started getting really slow, like towards the end. Everything was like, God damn it, we're going full thrust, and it's like, no, it started to peter out at the end. I'm like, So it's a 10 through like 3 episodes, and then it goes into like a 9.
Yeah, no, like for me, it's like I feel like episode 36 and 40 were both 9s, but the rest were 10s. But yeah, no, it's like for me, it's kind of weird how it's like they were so quick to like bring in the genius form. Like his battle just finished very quickly. But I mean, I get that we try to make time for like see it fully used in that later scene where he rescues the prime minister of Hokuto. It's like they could just like kind of combine the episodes a little more, like make some overlap, improve the pacing a bit. But yeah, it's like, but no, 39 brilliant episodes, 10, but like 40 petered out a little bit. You're right. Okay, let's know what you guys thought. Okay, we finally get to the final form. Yep,
we did, Double O's. How you doing?
Yeah. Evolt, you get backstabbed. You get backstabbed. You all get backstabbed. Evolt Winfried.
Evolt is just evil.
Yeah. All hail Banjo, King of Kings.
Nomina Padre me.
Yeah. Yes, we have to honor the current, the field, and the force.
Yeah.
Okay, Bernage is like Shoddy from Yu-Gi-Oh! Only it shows up when convenient.
Yeah. No joke. No joke.
Evolt would stab his own back just to say he stabbed everyone's back.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
This comment is absolute perfection right here.
Oh my god, that gets comments of the new year right there. That's January's top comment right there.
Yeah. He also says, place your bets that Evolt will also backstab Utsumi.
I am that is something I'm hoping for.
Yeah, no, it'd be weird if Utsumi ends up being the one to stab him in the back. But then I'm trying to think, if he does that, would Utsumi be the main villain, and how would he pull that off? It'd be kind of weird, though. But yeah, either way, I expect someone's back to get stabbed. Okay, 10s for all the episodes except for 36. That one's kind of an 8 out of 10. Okay.
Yep.
Long road.
Wait, which one? Which rogue? Mad Rogue? Rogue? There's so many rogues.
Apparently it's the grape flavored one.
Oh yes, our croc boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Long road.
Yeah, there's a lot of grape flavored Kamen Riders in this series. For those who love purple or those who love Prince, this is definitely the series for you. Hey, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, just for our people and to show, I pulled this guy in a gachapon machine just the other day.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I was like, well, that's not foreshadowing. That's not foreshadowing at all.
That's
so
funny.
We got Rabbit Tank and all its cuteness, like legitimately. Yeah. I will summon. Is that not the most adorable thing? A little bunny with an army helmet on, riding a Panzer tank, and then he becomes the third Frieza form, Evil Rabbit. He's adorably wicked.
Yeah, but yeah, like for me, it's but yeah, so that's it for the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to comment, like, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos and help us out with the algorithms. We do Ultraman on Mondays, which means tomorrow we'll finally be fully caught up with Ultraman.
Oh man, I've been watching Blazar, and god damn it, what the hell is going on? Especially the one about the insurance salesman. I was like,
I love the insurance episode.
So we take two classic Ultraman villains, especially the king of kaijus in Ultraman, and just do that to him. Mm-hmm. Okay. But again, Blazar, for all those who don't know, my friend Johnny Young Bosch is actually voicing in this show. The voice cast is very cool. My best girl in the show is Henri. I love Henri for some reason. Cool. I love Henri. She's voiced by in the Americans, it's Madeline Morris, an amazing actress. Also very known as the Uwu girlfriend in many different shows. So, shouts out to my boy Johnny Bosch. He will be at Pasadena Comic-Con at the end of the month.
As will I.
Hopefully, I will be there, Mike. And if we do, I think we should probably, if we can, do an episode while we're there.
Yeah, and of course, Gotchard and King Oger are back in session on Wednesdays and Thursdays like they normally are, and we're gonna do the next 5 episodes of Build next Sunday, so stay tuned for that. Oh, now as for the scheduling for the episode after that, we're gonna try to figure stuff out because the convention is on Sunday that week, so you know. So like we'll figure that out.
I'll let Mike know, and we'll see what we can do from there. But,
yeah. And with that in mind, you know, check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do movie reviews, video game news. It's Crow Month for us, and tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, we are doing The Crow 2: City of Angels, which features the final acting role of Tree.
Oh man!
So definitely stick around for that, Ranger fans, and then check out our personal content. Steve, where can the ladies and gentlemen find you?
You can find me on Instagram at the Sin Prince. I do a lot of just random commentaries, random videos. I also do art commissions. I've been starting to do like personalized like Kamen Rider ideas for people. So if you have an idea, commissions are welcome and they are fair for all those who are involved. Although I am just a hand-drawn artist. I don't do digital, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, digital became a little iffy when the human gears attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kawato, on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKawato. With that said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a pleasant Valley Sunday, or in your case, pleasant Desert Sunday. And yeah, I'm going to go and listen to some Queen since you're wearing the shirt. And And stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with that new episode of Ultraman. Have a good one, guys. Peace.
Thank you, guys. Be safe. Beware of evil bunnies.